welcome to Live at 4.
It's Friday. We made it.
Michael Bruno apparently is in those. Yeah, it's been a long week. The Super Bowl was just last Sunday.
I know. It feels like it's been a month ago, doesn't it?
All right, so lots going on as usual. So here's what's making news on this Friday. Even more people are being tested for coronavirus in Wisconsin.
We'll have the latest numbers for you. The officers involved in a shooting in Beloit will not face charges. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter has the details.
And the Democratic candidates for the presidential ballot in New Hampshire will debate tonight for the first time since the Iowa caucus meltdown.
Let's take a look outside today. The weekend is off to a nice sunny start, but some snow is on the way to wrap things up.
Beautiful day today, though.
It really
like 35 degrees,
Good
sunny.
Stuff.
But have shovels at the ready. Dana's in the backyard. Some snow may be moving in.
We might see just a little bit right now, though. You're very right. The start of the weekend, not too bad. A little bit of sunshine right now. It feels pretty good for February evening. Saturday will be quiet, but looking ahead to Sunday, things could get a little more messy outside. Flurry chances for tonight and for Saturday. Not expecting to pick up too much, though, but several inches of snowfall creeping in for our Sunday. In fact, we already have winter storm watches in effect for the western side of the state. Could see a little bit of more snow coming in for the middle of the week. Right now, our high-resolution Doppler's nice and quiet. Barely even cloud coverage for us in Madison. Again, a little bit of sunshine. Tonight, temperatures are dropping to the upper teens, so a cold start to your Saturday with a slight chance for some flurries coming through tonight, heading into a Saturday afternoon. Now, as far as traffic is concerned tonight, we don't have any accidents to report. Here's a look at the Beltline in Park Street, and even the east side of the Beltline moving along pretty okay right now until you get closer to Park Street, slowing down around John Nolan and then picking right back on up. On the westbound side, no delays currently. Around Janesville, all is smooth, and the interstate looks good right now. From Janesville to the Beltline, it'll take you 24 minutes, 17 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and about 15 minutes to get from Sun Prairie to downtown for your Friday Eve.
Not too bad for Friday afternoon, late afternoon.
Late afternoon, almost evening, kind of there.
All right, Dana, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Or a few hours, I don't know.
Thank you, Dana. First at 4, we're getting updated numbers on the coronavirus in Wisconsin.
There are now 14 people being monitored for the virus here. Keely Arthur shares what state and local officials say you should do to protect yourself. Keely?
Hello, Mark and Susan. I almost just said good morning. Used to being on the shift. All right. Well, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services says there are 14 people under investigation for coronavirus in Wisconsin. Of those, 5 are awaiting results. 8 have had the results come back negative. And of course, as we've reported, there is 1 confirmed case of coronavirus in the state. And it's hitting very close to home. That woman is in Dane County and is in isolation at her home right now. She had returned from a flight from Beijing, China. That's where doctors believe she contracted the virus. When asked during a conference call about the patient's flight path, authorities with the Wisconsin Department of Public Health would only disclose that she did arrive at Dane County Regional. They would not name any of the other airports impacted stateside. Beyond that conference call with state officials, local officials held a press conference this afternoon, which wrapped up just minutes ago. They gave an update on the patient, saying she's doing well.
The patient is undergoing repeated testing with samples sent to the CDC to confirm when they no longer have the virus. The CDC will make the determination of when they can return to normal activities.
Authorities say we'll know the status of the 8 still waiting for results on whether they have the coronavirus by next week. They went on to say the virus spreads like the flu, so you're going to want to wash your hands and practice good hygiene habits. The virus can live on inanimate objects for a few hours, so you're going to want to wipe down any of those surfaces. Now, state and local officials want to stress that ethnicity has nothing to do with your likelihood of getting the virus. Travel is the biggest risk factor.
And you're more likely to get the flu. The Madison Police Department found the officers involved in a deadly police shooting in October to be in compliance with the department's use of force procedures. Officers responded to reports of an armed man shooting a gun outside of an apartment building. Upon arrival, officers didn't see anything. A man identified as Dean Thomas then came down the stairs with a gun. Officers said the man ignored multiple orders to drop his gun and pointed it toward them. That's when officers fired their weapons, fatally shooting Thomas. The Department of Criminal Investigation led the investigation, and District Attorney Ismail Ozan cleared the officers of criminal wrongdoing in December. The officers involved in a fatal Rock County shooting will not be facing punishments.
This comes after a months-long Department of Justice investigation. Our Rock County reporter Adam Duxter is live in Beloit with reaction to the decision. Adam.
Yeah, Mark and Susan, just shy of 2 months ago, this was the area of Harrison Avenue in Beloit. Police say 23-year-old Monte Penning got out of a stolen vehicle with a gun and ran, eventually leading 3 officers to shoot and kill him. Now, today in Rock County Court, District Attorney David O'Leary reviewed police body camera footage from that incident, detailing the moments leading up to that shooting. He says police acted within their responsibilities as Penning did have a gun pointed towards officers. O'Leary says Penning was hit twice in the chest and once in his left arm, which the medical examiner determined the location the bullet entered and exited was consistent with the fact he had his arm extended towards officers. Now, after the decision was made, Penning's reverend shared his thoughts with us.
We've been working on bringing the community together with the police department. I don't know which way this will go. I hope that we still can be able to work together and get on and be able to deal with this in a professional manner, but I'm not sure at this point.
Beloit police held their own press conference today as well, where they confirmed the 3 officers involved will now return to full work responsibilities. Now, Beloit Police Chief David Zabalski said obviously this leads to a whole lot of questions from the community and that the police really do value the relationship with the community. Because of that, they're going to be holding several question and answer sessions. Anyone is invited. He says once they have those dates and times set, Beloit Police will share those from their social media accounts as well as online.
All right, Adam Duxter reporting live for us, live in Beloit. Thank you.
The UW System Board of Regents has approved tuition hikes for non-resident and graduate students at 6 institutions. Increases range from 1.5% to 25%. They'll go into effect at UW Whitewater, Platteville, Milwaukee, Oshkosh, River Falls, and Stevens Point starting this fall. The schools say they need more money to cover instruction, raises, and faculty recruitment.
Iowa Democrats say they have finally reported all of the results from Monday's caucuses, but CBS News cannot call a winner. The delegate count shows former Mayor Pete Buttigieg and Senator Bernie Sanders essentially tied for first with 10 delegates apiece. Sanders has the edge over Buttigieg in the popular vote, but the results also put the former South Bend, Indiana mayor up over Sanders in the state delegate race. Buttigieg found out at a town hall last night. At a political breakfast in Manchester, New Hampshire, Sanders took a swipe at the candidate. He criticized Buttigieg for taking campaign money from billionaires. The Democratic National Committee chairman is calling for an immediate recanvass, which is a hand audit of all the precinct report forms to assure that the results are accurate. The deadline for a recanvass has been extended to Monday.
I want to make sure that every Iowa voter knows that their vote was counted.
But a recanvass would only happen if one of the campaigns asked for one. A request is not likely to come from either Sanders or Buttigieg, the campaigns who are looking ahead to Tuesday's primary in New Hampshire. Recent polling shows a tight race with Sanders on top, followed by Buttigieg, Senator Elizabeth Warren, and former Vice President Joe Biden.
The Democratic presidential candidates that are on the New Hampshire ballot will debate tonight. Skylar Henry is in Manchester, where the candidates will take the debate stage.
7 Democratic presidential candidates will take the stage at St. Anselm College, coming off a chaotic finish in the Iowa caucuses. The latest numbers show former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg with a slight delegate lead over Senator Bernie Sanders, though Sanders leads the popular vote.
Well, it's fantastic news to hear that we won. Senator Sanders clearly had a great night, too, and I congratulate him and his supporters.
Sanders is also claiming victory, and at a political breakfast event, he took the gloves off.
The Hill. Pete Buttigieg tops billionaire donor list. Fortune. Pete Buttigieg takes lead as big business candidate. I like Pete Buttigieg. Nice guy. But we are in a moment where billionaires control not only our economy, but our political activity.
The latest primary polls of likely New Hampshire voters both show Sanders in the lead, with varying numbers. The other top candidates have similar numbers in each poll. It could be a make-or-break night for many of the candidates. The Democrats we spoke to say they want a candidate who can take on President Trump.
I'm pretty tired of what's been going on. I want less of that. I want the country to be brought together.
Everybody's a threat. I view everybody as a threat.
President Trump also weighed in on the Democratic field ahead of the debate. He'll hold a campaign rally here in Manchester on Monday. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
The debate begins tonight at 7 o'clock on ABC. Voters in New Hampshire will head to the polls on Tuesday.
Strong storms and tornadoes tore through several southeast states. At least 5 people are dead and over 300,000 homes without power. Powerful winds caused extensive damage to homes and other businesses in Maryland and Virginia. The storm's fury was centered on the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. People in Leedsburg, Virginia say the sky suddenly turned black as the storm hit.
It was so dark. And then everything turned white. And when it turned white, then that's when the wind came, that's when the sound came, and then it was quick.
The storms that struck near the nation's capital are part of a larger system that wreaked havoc as it crept across the country. Spartanburg, South Carolina was hit hard. Further north, heavy snows in the forecast, more than a foot expected in upstate New York and New England.
Preparations are underway for the Clean Lakes Alliance Frozen Assets Festival this weekend. Activities begin tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on Lake Mendota, outside of the Edgewater Hotel. Families can enjoy several activities, including pond hockey, kites on the lake. There's a 5K run and many other things are planned. Organizers say compared to other cities, Madison has a special opportunity for winter fun.
When the lakes freeze, they're our city's largest parks. They're actually our frozen assets. And so it's important for us to celebrate these lakes, not just in the summer.
All of the events, by the way, are free. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of this event. Well, it takes an army, believe us, of people behind the scenes to put on the newscasts every day. And here at WISC TV, we say farewell today to one of the most important people at the station. That's not an understatement.
That is for sure. Executive Secretary Marlis Lindstrom officially retired today after 38 years of trying to keep us all in line. She was successful most of the time. Marlis didn't want anything special today, but that didn't stop a dozen of her relatives who flew into Madison and gathered in the station lobby for a surprise. Marlis was paged from the front office to deal with a problem in the lobby, and here's what happened.
There can never be this many people. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe I'm worth this.
Marlis started as the receptionist 38 years ago on this day, and she has become an instrumental part of keeping everything here running smoothly. As General Manager Tom Keeler said, she approached every day willing to help in any way to improve the lives and working environment of everyone in the building, and we could not agree more.
Marlis, we are so happy for you. We are going to miss you so much. We do not know what we are going to do without you.
There's her empty desk.
Marlis does everything from get the M&Ms on election night to dealing with when, you know,
bathroom issues,
you name it. Yeah, we're out of pens.
I'm not sure we'll be on the air much longer.
Oh, my goodness.
Good. Congratulations, Marlis. Best of luck.
We love you.
Still to come at 4, where you live may affect your brain health.
It's the results of a very interesting study from the UW. There's our guest. They'll join us right when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Get incredible savings on your new mattress during Steinhafels President's Day sale. Right now, save up to $800 on an adjustable base, plus up to $300 in bonus cash and free next-day delivery with any Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, or Stearns & Foster set purchase. Plus, take advantage of 0% financing that's right for you. With free delivery, bonus cash, and up to $800 in upgrade savings, you can't make a mistake. It's Steinhafels President's Day sale.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can plunge you into deep, depressive lows. Take you to uncontrollable highs. Or make you feel both at once. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1 symptoms? Ask about Vraylar. Some medications only treat the lows or the highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1. Full spectrum relief of all symptoms with just 1 pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrolled uncontrollable muscle movements may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Metabolic changes may occur. Movement dysfunction, restlessness, sleepiness, stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
Built for your next adventure, it's the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller. With symmetrical all-wheel drive, the Crosstrek has vehicle dynamics control and eyesight driver assist technology. Lease the Crosstrek Premium, $239 per month plus tax, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, no security deposit, $1939 due at signing. Get all-wheel drive plus MPG. The 2020 Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller Subaru, west on ODANA or east side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
Welcome back, everyone. The January jobs report is out.
The U.S. economy added 225,000 jobs last month, but the unemployment rate also went up. Manufacturing jobs declined once again, continuing a months-long trend. However, there was notable growth in industries including healthcare and transportation. Those robust job numbers really didn't translate to Wall Street. The Dow Industrials fell 277 points, ending the week at 29,102. The NASDAQ lost 51. The S&P 500 was off 18. It is National Wear Red Day. I obviously did not get the memo. Part of the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement to raise awareness about cardiovascular disease in women.
More and more studies show that stress can impact a woman's heart differently than a man's. This is interesting, especially when it comes to work stress and marital stress. A cardiologist at Mount Sinai Hospital says people who are stressed out are more likely to overeat, smoke, and be physically inactive, all habits that can increase heart disease risk.
Stress increases the so-called flight and fight hormones. And what this does, it increases your heart rate, increases your blood pressure.
Studies show women report higher stress levels than men and are more likely to say their stress levels are increasing. Some things that can help: getting regular exercise, practicing relaxation techniques like meditation and deep breathing, and trying to sleep 6 to 8 hours a night. Well, where you live may impact your brain health. That is according to a new study from the UW School of Medicine and Public Health.
The research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association Neurology is among the first to demonstrate how living in a disadvantaged neighborhood can actually impact your brain. The study was led by Dr. Barbara Bendlin and Dr. Amy Kine, Associate Professors of Geriatrics at UW Health. Welcome to both of you.
You both.
We were just talking about stress and heart, but stress apparently affects the brain as well.
It certainly can, and certainly living in a highly disadvantaged neighborhood increases risk for exposure to all sorts of negative impacts. So we were thrilled to be able to get this work published.
Dr. Bendlin, tell us about the study. What were you looking at specifically?
We were looking at participants who live in Wisconsin and who have been part of large research studies in Wisconsin where they come in, they do memory tests, they do brain scans. We can look at factors that increase and decrease risk for disease or brain changes. And in this case, we looked at where people live to see how that had an impact on their brain.
And where they live, what kind of risks does that present?
So living in a place that's highly disadvantaged means that the area has more difficulty with housing quality, more difficulty with education, income, poverty, and employment. And with that comes becomes increased stress. Different types of toxic exposures can happen. Different types of barriers to positive health behaviors can be there. It may be harder to exercise, harder to get safe and healthy foods. And because of that, risks for certain types of diseases are much higher. But this was the first time that we looked at brain health in this way.
Wow. And what did it show? I mean, what did it specifically show you? That if you're struggling in poverty, you're at a higher risk for brain impacts?
So what we did was we looked at brain scans that tell us the volume of certain structures, total brain size, but then also regions that are important for memory function, for example. And then we looked at the relationship between where people live and the size of those structures. So we saw smaller volumes for individuals that lived in more disadvantaged neighborhoods.
So is it rural versus urban sometimes?
Sometimes. Highly disadvantaged neighborhoods tend to be concentrated in inner cities and highly rural areas.
And these are all Wisconsin people in the study?
These are all Wisconsin people in the study. The changes in the brain that we saw were equivalent to 4 to 7 years of extra aging.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
But what is the solution to that? What is the remedy for that? I mean, that's a complex, complicated problem, isn't it?
It is.
Absolutely.
And Barb and I will continue to be doing research in this area to tease apart some of those mechanisms. But for now, certainly we know that healthy living is important for more than your heart. It's definitely important for your brain as well.
Fascinating study, and it will continue. Look forward to an update.
Please come back as the study progresses. It's really fascinating
Dr.
research.
Thank you for being with us.
Great to see you. Have a good weekend.
Well, after a warmer than normal February day, we could see some significant snow on Sunday.
But for now, enjoy the sunshine. Dana's weekend forecast is coming up when Live at 4 continues.
Mattress savings are heating up at Ashley Home Store's President's Day Mattress Marathon. Save up to $800 instantly on Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, and iComfort Cooling Gel Memory Foam mattresses. Plus, find doorbusters store-wide like this 12-inch Queen Hybrid for just $449. Ashley Home Store.
So my son says to me, Mom, did you switch your Medicare plan yet? And I say, yes, Robert. Dad and I signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan through Senior Preferred. And he says, Senior Preferred? And I say, yes, Senior Preferred. They give us access to the doctors we want and the drug benefits we need. And he says, that's nice. So how is Dad doing? And I say, your father is fine. My living room, on the other hand.
Senior Preferred. Medicare Advantage plans built for you.
What does help for heart failure look like?
The beat goes on.
It looks like Emily, cooking dinner for 10.
The beat goes on.
It looks like Jonathan on a date with his wife. Entresto is a heart failure medicine that helps your heart, so you can keep on doing what you love. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. Yeah. Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness is more than a place where you can come to relax and be pampered. It's a place where you can revitalize your life. Revitalize those around you and give the gift of wellness with a Needed Relief gift certificate, available online.
It's exactly what I needed.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama worked together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's biggest President's Day appliance sale is here. Save thousands instantly on holiday doorbusters. Get special interest-free financing until 2021, plus a free 10-year warranty and free delivery. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Take a look at this. An artist named Steinhafels and his friends tear the original artwork off the frame, roll it up, and hide it under their clothes. The group then heads to a popular museum on the ground floor of the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. Once inside, they staple the piece onto a frame and somehow, without getting caught, hang it on an empty wall and walk out. The daring decision is paying off. Postapal reports he's already sold 2 pieces of art and has a list of people waiting for more. So crime does pay.
I guess
don't tell people that.
Well, look at this. Look at this.
I know. Great minds. Great minds.
I'm not wearing red. I'm not wearing polka dots.
But if we ever need blue,
he's on it for the blue. That's it.
All right.
Well, there is a temporary addition that you might want to check out at Hilldale Mall.
An ice bar has been set up at Cafe Hollander. The restaurant is encouraging people to enjoy this winter. To enjoy this weekend at the bar. The bar is designed by Art Below Zero in Franksville, outside of Racine. The outdoor bar is made up entirely of ice and is able to accommodate about 15 people. I'm sure there's a long line waiting for that. Yesterday, Lady Liberty was inflated on Lake Mendota.
Well, that got us thinking about looking back in our archives when the original papier-mâché statue of Lady Liberty was first placed on the lake. And that is when we found this video from a familiar face. Check out that perm. You are rocking that perm, Mark.
I still have that jacket. This story is 40 years old.
In 1980.
There's the original one. This is actually the second year. The first year was shot on film. We don't have the film anymore. But there's a story about a Statue of Liberty in Warner Park that the Rotary Club put up in 1970. So then we wanted to compare the two statues of Liberty.
This all started, it was a prank, right?
It was the Pail and Shovel Party on campus.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
And they put that up in the middle of the night, and this is the second year it went up on Lake Mendota. Now the inflatable one is outside.
They don't do papier-mâché anymore.
No, this was this made national news when this first.
Well, we were talking in the newsroom. Mark said, you know, you woke up in the morning and you looked out on the lake.
And there was.
And there was. And it caused a sensation the first time it happened. And now it's a really cool tradition.
Now it's fun. Yeah.
I think I'm going back to the perm, too.
I think you should bring the perm back. I think that would be good.
40, I was 23.
For every story we do, we could go back and
I did that story. I did that story.
Exactly.
It's great.
All right. So
but the winter carnival's this weekend. The weather will be good.
And it'll be really great on Saturday. Things are looking really good for the first half of the weekend. The second half, it's going to be very wintry outside with snow coming in for your Sunday. We'll take a closer look at some accumulation totals right after the break.
You too. Have a great day. Bye-bye. 5 years ago, I had psoriasis everywhere, head to toe. People were afraid I was contagious. All right, I'll be back in 1 hour. My skin hurt. I felt gross. What's up, Jay? How's everything?
What's up?
How many of you been practicing? All right, let's go. But then I started Cosentix, and I haven't really had to think about it. See me.
Cosentix works fast to give you clear skin that can last. Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentix. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I just look and feel better. See me.
Ask your dermatologist if Cosentix could help you move past the pain of psoriasis.
When I was playing ball, they called me the Big Hurt. But after I left the game, Mother Nature started putting a big hurt on me. I just couldn't stay in shape like I used to. But luckily, I found out about Nugenix.
Nugenix is a unique man-boosting formula that helps increase your free testosterone levels.
Thanks to Nugenix, I'm really getting after it again.
Feel stronger, leaner, with more energy and drive.
She'll like a difference, too.
To get a complimentary bottle, text ZOOM to 42424. That's ZOOM to 42424.
Celebrate 45 years of music with Sweet Honey in the Rock. This internationally renowned female vocal quartet remains the preeminent musical collective rooted in African-American history and culture. Sweet Honey in the Rock, Saturday, February 29th. Tickets at overture.org.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh. I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you? Smile. Woo! Ooh, those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
This is the Denny's Super Slam. 2 bacon, 2 sausage, 2 eggs, hash browns, and pancakes. And now make those pancakes all you can eat for $1. That's where the duper comes in. The all-new Super Duper Slam. Just $6.99. See you at Denny's.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
So we do have an alert day in the forecast for Sunday. Occasional snowfall expected throughout the day, starting to develop overnight Saturday and really impacting the entire day on Sunday. 3 to 8 inches expected. The higher totals, though, will be north of the Dells, a really strong band stretching through central Wisconsin. That's where we're going to see the higher amounts. Right now, our high-resolution Doppler's pretty quiet. There's a slight chance for some flurries coming through tonight. Not much coming in on our future track, though. For Saturday morning, we start off with a little cloud coverage. In the afternoon, we'll get some pockets of sunshine again, similar to today, just a variably cloudy sky. Again, a slight chance for some flurries. And then the main snow event starts to develop heading into early on Sunday. We've got a breeze from the south. The snow creeps in early in the morning and will continue through the afternoon. The heavier snow stays to the north of the Dells. Right now, it seems like this is going to be an all-snow event for most of the area. And late Sunday night, we'll start to gradually taper off heading into Monday. I do want to take a broader look so we can see where that freezing line is. Sunday morning, we start to get into the early afternoon. That line is going to get into close to the state line between Wisconsin and Illinois. Most of the rain, though, stays south. It seems likely that our temperatures are going to stay at or below freezing. So we'll see more of just a snow event, not mixing much freezing rain, but the chance for some freezing rain to mix on in is going to stay south of Madison. The higher amounts will be to the north, but for most of southern Wisconsin, we're still in that 3 to 6 inch range. So a measurable amount of snow, enough that you're going to have to get the sidewalk cleaned off by Monday morning. And of course, you may have to get the driveway cleaned off as well. Towards La Crosse, Black River Falls, 6 inches plus for most of the area. Temperatures for tomorrow, we're looking at about 30 degrees in Madison, variably cloudy sky. A slight chance for some flurries tonight and during the day. Again, closer to the state line, we could see some temperatures in the lower 30s. So tomorrow's our quiet first half of the weekend. The second half of the weekend could be a little messy outside. We have an alert day in the forecast for Sunday because of the snow coming on down. It'll taper off late in the day, so it's going to take a big effort overnight getting the roads all cleaned up for Monday morning. Your Monday morning commute is not going to include any snowfall, but some of those residential roads could still be a little slick. So keep that in mind to start off your work week. Sunshine for much of the work week. We're not looking at any big snow chances for the first several days, but our next chance for some light snow will develop Wednesday night heading into Thursday. So we'll see a little bit of minor accumulations, not a major event coming through the middle of the week. For Valentine's Day, we plan on some colder temperatures. We'll have partly sunny skies for Friday and Saturday, but temps will fall below average for the end of the week with those overnight lows dropping to the single digits. So it'll be a little chilly outside. Another chance for some light snow creeps in for the second half of the following weekend.
Perfect timing, though. Sunday, just...
That is good timing.
Yeah,
watch a movie.
Get it all through. And again, it's nice when it's split up on the weekend.
Yeah.
That way you at least get one day if you need to get stuff done. Saturday should be good.
All right.
Good stuff. Thank you, Dana. Well, Chris will keep you up to date on the weather this weekend here on News 3.
And then stay tuned for CBS Sunday Morning. Well, Jane Pauley is joining us now with a preview of what's coming up on Sunday morning, Oscar Sunday. Hi, Jane.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Great.
Yeah, Oscar Sunday, and we've got both stars on the screen and people who work behind the scenes to create movie magic. And not just directors, editors, costumes, and makeup, but there's something I'll bet you've never thought of. I know I had not. Something actors probably didn't learn in acting school. Call the intimacy coach. Rita Braver explains.
Hey, baby. Emily Mead played Lori Madison, a prostitute who becomes a porn star on HBO's series The Deuce. But in 2018, as the show's second season started, she felt increasingly anxious before shooting explicit scenes. Some people might say, hey, this is what they sign up for.
Sure, but I wasn't signing up to be an exploited porn star. I was signing up to play one.
It seems that both actors and directors are happy for the guidance. It's a sensitive look at a revealing topic, or a revealing look at a sensitive topic. Mark?
Either way. So what else is on the show, Jane?
Well, of course, we have an Oscar winner, Tatum O'Neal, who was and remains the youngest ever. She was 10 when she won an Oscar. And the choreographer who's taught everyone from Elvis to Leonardo DiCaprio how to dance. And we learned how the bravery of a Vietnam War airman led to a new movie and a Medal of Honor. It's that and a whole lot more, as always. So we'll see you Sunday morning.
We'll see you then, Jane. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
And keeping with the theme here at 4, when we come back, we'll get a preview of this weekend's Academy Awards.
And then coming up tonight at 5, Madison City buses will now be able to get through some east side traffic a little easier. We'll explain how coming up tonight at 5.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can plummet you to extreme lows, lift you to intense highs, or make you feel both at once. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1 symptoms? Ask about Vraylar. Some medications only treat the lows or the highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1. Full spectrum relief of all symptoms with just 1 pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Metabolic changes may occur. Movement dysfunction, restlessness, sleepiness, stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
Here at Harker Heating and Cooling of Madison, we are proudly celebrating over 70 years of excellence. A lot can change in 70 years, but some things never do, like our commitment to providing our customers with 100% satisfaction every single day. When you make that call to Harker, you can be rest assured that a team of qualified, trustworthy, skilled individuals are ready to address your home service concerns. Harker Heating and Cooling, your hometown heroes for over 70 years.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
When you try the new Tempur-Pedic Breeze, you'll feel how it helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze transfers heat away from your body, so you sleep cool all night long. Experience the superior cooling comfort of the Tempur-Pedic Breeze today.
For a limited time, shop Tempur-Pedic at Denver Mattress and save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Tonight at 5, new lights have been put up at the East Washington and 4th Avenue intersection. We'll tell you what they're for at 5.
Well, there could be a few flurries tonight and tomorrow. A winter storm will spread moderate to locally heavy snow over southern Wisconsin on Sunday. My News 3 Now First Alert forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, Wisconsin health officials now say 14 people are being monitored for coronavirus. Why they say the public health risk is still low. That story tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Live look downtown on this Friday afternoon. Nice afternoon outside. A little snow, maybe significant snow depending on where you are on Sunday. So stay tuned to the forecast for that. Crews are getting ready. They're prepping the red carpet for the 92nd Academy Awards.
But this year, a lack of diverse nominees is stirring up some controversy for Hollywood's biggest night. Chris Martinez has a look at who could take home the biggest honors.
They're rolling out the red carpet at the Dolby Theater as Hollywood gets ready to honor its very best. This year, the comic book-inspired Joker leads the pack with 11 nominations, followed by The Irishman, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, each with 10 nods. They're among the 9 films, all vying for Best Picture.
For me, this was a really good year in film. I think there were a lot of possibilities.
Variety Magazine's Tim Gray says this year, no one film is expected to sweep the awards, which could mean a night of surprises. And for the second year in a row, the ceremony itself will be streamlined, with a long list of celebrity presenters replacing their traditional show host.
Everybody was a little nervous about is this going to change the DNA of the Oscar show, and it didn't. And the ratings were up. I think the TV audiences like that, so I think they're going to stick with it.
But beyond the winners, this year there's a dark cloud hanging over Hollywood's brightest night, with many expressing outrage over a lack of diversity among the nominees.
I'm free, my family should be too.
Harriet's Cynthia Erivo is the only person of color nominated among all the acting categories, and no women were nominated for Best Director, including Greta Gerwig, whose film Little Women was nominated for Best Screenplay and Best Picture.
I think that is the narrative of this year's awards, is that exclusion and lack of diversity. And I think that will be part of the conversation right up until the last envelope is opened.
As for who will ultimately take home Hollywood Gold, only Oscar knows. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And Grammy winner Billie Eilish will be among the performers at this year's awards.
Elton John, Idina Menzel, and Randy Newman will also take the stage during Sunday's show.
Well, still to come at 4, Madison Opera is presenting a piece that they say people need to see.
It's called Fellow Travelers, and our Michael Bruno goes backstage to check it out when Live at 4 continues.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Tums versus mozzarella stick. When heartburn hits, fight back fast with Tums Chewy Bites. Beat heartburn fast. Tums Chewy Bites.
Spend more time on your health, not your drive to the gym. Anytime Fitness has 40 area locations, so they're close to home and work. Get more strength training, more cardio, and more coaching at Anytime Fitness. Join by February 14th and get the month free.
Everything must go at American Freight. Sofas from $198, sectionals from $298, 2 mattress sets any size from $298, 7-piece living room packages from $398, and 8-piece queen-size bedroom packages from $398. Take it home today for $50 and no payments for 60 days. Free layaway till tax time or longer. Same-day delivery ends February 29th at the corner of North Stoughton and Kinsman Boulevard.
We made USAA insurance for members like Kate, a former Army medic made of the flexibility to handle whatever Monday has in store and tackle 4 things at once. So when her car got hit, she didn't worry. She simply filed a claim on her USAA app and said,
I've got this.
USAA insurance is made the way Kate needs it. Easy. She can even pick her payment plan, so it's easy on her budget and her life. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. Come to the circus, the biggest show in town. Come to the circus.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family one and all to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
Ashley Home Store's biggest President's Day sale is going on now. Get the very best holiday deals in Wisconsin on everything in the store. Living rooms, bedrooms, and mattresses all on sale now. Save up to 60% off all furniture store-wide. Plus our best President's Day financing offer ever. 6 years with no interest charges and only sales tax and delivery due at checkout. And there's no better time to save on sleep during our mattress marathon on now. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformist after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
No accidents to report right now, and as we look at the Beltline, it's moving along fairly smoothly. I think the Friday rush is taking a little bit of time to really kick off. Eastbound, we're slowing down around Fish Hatchery and towards John Dolan. Things pick back on up, but we're really not seeing those delays on the westbound side. A little slower closer to Fish Hatchery, but then again picking up the further west you go. Downtown Janesville smooth. The interstate looks good as well right now. And again, no accidents throughout the area. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Well, based on a 2007 novel, the opera Fellow Travelers was first performed in 2016 by the Cincinnati Opera and was quickly picked up by other opera companies.
Madison Opera is performing it twice this weekend, and our Michael Bruno goes backstage to find out what Fellow Travelers is all about.
We know Madison Opera. We've come to love Madison Opera shows, and you know there's the classic opera group of people.
Right.
What's your biggest challenge for pieces that are new and maybe not in the wheelhouse of what people think of opera?
I think the challenge, it's a challenge to get people to put aside their devices and come to any show. I think sometimes the challenge with modern opera is that people think they're not going to like it. They've heard that modern music is boring or atonal or strange, and there's sort of a fear about it that there might not be with Puccini or Mozart. And in fact, this score is so beautiful and melodic. It's just, I have tunes in my head every night, different ones. It's just such a beautiful score, and I think there's fear that they won't enjoy it.
Is there room? Oh, sure, sorry.
The storyline to me is forbidden love. It's kind of the modern version of not Romeo and Juliet exactly, but I really think it has that kind of immediacy that we might have had if we lived in a time where families couldn't get along as badly as they did, and they were actually warring families. It's a gay relationship in the 50s was this forbidden thing, and it still today affects a lot of gay youths, and so it feels very real and very immediate.
Making a list of your past.
Fellow Travelers takes place in Washington, D.C. during the height of the Lavender Scare from about 1953 to 1957. It's about two men who meet, fall in love. One works for the State Department, one also works for the government, and it's about sort of the progression of their relationship against this background of fear and deceit where they can't be in a public relationship, and in fact trying to forge a relationship is very challenging, shall we say, and one ultimately betrays the other.
It's an internship, so is there. Come on, name names. Vice President Nixon, Teddy Roosevelt's daughter, Mrs. Longworth.
And normally in traditional opera, you have the two leads are normally male and female singing to each other. So what's that like for you to sing opposite another male voice?
It's amazing to be able to see two people on stage that don't represent what we consider traditional on the stage. It's a beautiful thing that both Greg Pierce and Greg Spears have put together. Not only does it tell this very important story, but it gives the audience an opportunity to see love in a way that we don't normally see it, a way that we haven't been conditioned to see it.
Last night I had to convince the Estonians we love them. If you like endless
And there's a full cast. It's not those two guys. Michael Bruno is here.
Yes, it's the full opera cast. It's an amazing piece of theater, and these two boys, gentlemen, are really incredible, beautiful voices.
The voices are just, I'm in awe of that kind of talent.
It's so wonderful to hear. Like I asked him, I said, what's it like to have two men singing arias together? And it's really astonishing. It's beautifully done.
See, people are often leery of new opera.
That's true. And that, when I spoke to Catherine about that, it's hard to get people interested because they're going to say the Traviata, they're going to see all the greatest hits.
Which have been done time and again.
That's true. And the nice thing about this is that sometimes contemporary music, it's hard to hear. It's like that Philip Glass, it's kind of this A-tone, and you think, oh, yeah. The music is beautiful, and it's lyrical, and you can really, the melodies are really lovely, and it's in English, so you can understand it. And they also have the titles. So even though it is in English, the subtitles are there, so you can follow along with it, because you obviously don't know the score because it's such a new opera. So you can follow along with it. It's really a fascinating piece and very contemporary. A lot of people don't know about the Lavender Scare. They know about the Red Scare. So it's a really important piece of opera.
Fellow travelers, Overture Center's Capitol Theater, so it's a little more intimate than the big theater. It's tonight at 8 o'clock, Sunday at 2:30. Go to tickets.overture.org. And next week?
Next week we're going to go to Canopy Dance for their Love is Love on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect timing.
See you then. Have a great weekend.
Okay. Thanks, Michael. See you next week.
We have a final check your forecast coming up.
As a business owner, I have a lot of stress in my life. I find that a massage from Needed Relief really helps calm my mind.
Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness is more than a place where you can come to relax and be pampered. It's a place where you can revitalize your life. Revitalize those around you and give the gift of wellness with a Needed Relief gift certificate, available online.
That's exactly what I needed.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can plunge you into deep depressive lows, take you to uncontrollable highs, or make you feel both at once. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1 symptoms? Ask about Vraylar. Some medications only treat the lows or the highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1. Full spectrum relief of all symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction. Or uncontrollable muscle movements may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Metabolic changes may occur. Movement dysfunction, restlessness, sleepiness, stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs. Surgenian's 90-year history means you pay $90 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad, your furniture moved, and your old carpet recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now. Insomnia is more than just a bad night's sleep.
It can actually contribute to serious health problems.
But which treatments are effective and safe? Experts share surprising facts you need to know. Monday on News 3 Now at 10.
Not bad for the first part of February.
No, we've been in a really good spot, and now we're looking at our next chance for some measurable snow to come in. A nice evening ahead. Right now, our radar is quiet. Tonight, temperatures will be dropping into the teens. A little bit of flurry chance for tonight, but most of the snow that we'll be watching is Sunday.
The sun's still up. It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Monday and Live Before, Dr. Zorba Pastor will be taking your medical calls live.
And our film critic Will Loper will be here to tell us what he thinks of the new movie Birds of Prey. Talk a little bit about the Oscars probably as well. That's Monday on Live at 4.
For 2 decades, News 3 Now and Channel 3000 have paid tribute to top-notch teachers nominated by our viewers. Every month, we spotlight and salute an area teacher, and we want to hear about your favorite. If you know a teacher who deserves to be recognized as a top-notch teacher, send us a letter, an email, or nominate a teacher at channel3000.com.
Top-notch teachers, sponsored by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of The Healthy Place, Apple Wellness. Are you taking CBD for pain? Did you know that CBD does not work the same for everyone? Results vary depending on dosage, brand, and each individual body. At The Healthy Place, we carry more than just CBD. While CBD has helped thousands of our customers, there are many herbs that have successfully treated chronic pain. Kiramin is one of our top sellers and most powerful natural blends on the market. Kiramin reduces inflammation and your pain. Stop by one of our 4 Madison locations or online at findyourhealthyplace.com.
Finding the perfect pillow can be overwhelming, which is why Denver Mattress turned to a doctor.
I've been recommending Doctor's Choice mattresses for 20 years, but you can't get a great night's sleep without the right pillow.
So follow the doctor's orders with a Doctor's Choice pillow. Hypoallergenic and machine washable. These microfiber pillows create the ultimate neck cradling comfort and support. Right now, buy one pillow, get one free for only $69.99 plus free shipping. Shop in-store or online and get your Doctor's Choice pillow today.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core. Sorry everyone, I get a notification every time I get a positive review online.
Makeup.
Thanks, Dawn. We think our windows are pretty great too. Take two. I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core, composite frame, triple pane windows are worth a positive review at scottthewindowguy.com.
Cut! Somebody give me his phone.
Again? Seriously?
Celebrate 45 years of music with Sweet Honey in the Rock. This internationally renowned Grammy-nominated female vocal quartet remains the preeminent musical collective rooted in African American history and culture.
Let there be peace on earth and let it begin.
Sweet Honey in the Rock at Overture Center, February 29th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Well, it's time to end the week here on Live at 4, and you know what that means.
It's time for Lola and Louie's News Hounds Animal Roundup. Roll it.
It's News Hounds Now Update with Lola and Louie.
This week on the News Hounds, a spiritual turtle release.
Meet some baby meerkats.
And meet Ben Afquack.
But first, cats and dogs are known for fighting. Like, well, you know, but not these two. A cheetah and a Labrador retriever have bonded at a New Jersey zoo. Bowie the lab helps ease Nandi the cheetah's anxiety. Cheetahs are so shy that zoos around the country are giving them their own emotional support dogs. Bowie and his cheetah sister have been inseparable for more than a year, wrestling in the snow and sharing toys. There's a lesson for humans here.
Germany's Zoo Berlin has announced the arrival of 4 meerkat pups, the first born at the zoo in nearly 7 years. The zoo released footage of the unnamed babies, whose gender is not yet known, discovering their habitat last week. The pups were born in early January to Mother Nani and Father Josta. Meerkats are native to South Africa, Botswana, and Angola. Most live in underground burrows in groups of about 30.
Talk about a religious experience. Drifter, the sea turtle, is back in the wild after a group of Tibetan monks visited the Florida Keys to help the endangered sea turtle in the waters off Isla Morada. Hundreds of spectators gathered to cheer the release of the 170-pound female adult loggerhead that was rescued and rehabbed at the Florida Keys-based Turtle Hospital. The release followed a ceremony performed by the monks, each an ordained student of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The group's leader says the key to ultimate happiness is compassion for all living things.
Finally, there's a new drummer on the scene in Minnesota's music community. Also, he's a duck. Ben Afquack has people tapping to his beat. Ben's owner, Derek Johnson, says the whole drumming duck thing just sort of happened.